It is a time to remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice, and every day it's also really important to honor those hometown heroes who are dedicated to service and willing to sacrifice so much for our country, for all of us. The brave men and women who put their lives on the line for our freedoms and safety. Warrant Officer Francis Romanitch, serving in the United States Marine Corps. You honored him. Tell us about this outstanding citizen, a hero from your district that you've inducted into the Senate Veteran Hall of Fame.
Yes, it was quite a privilege to honor Officer Romanitch. He's from West Babylon and a member of the Post 94 American Legion Hall in Babylon Village. He's had great service to our country, obviously, as a member of the Marine Corps, but also now as a member of the American Legion Post, where he deals with recruiting new members to the post. He is a great hero for our community and been involved ever since his childhood, but we honor him and we thank him for his service.
He was unable to attend the ceremony in Albany, but you were there to recognize him. Let's take a look at that.
Okay.
From Senator Boyle's district, we have Francis H. Romanitch, Warrant Officer. Warrant Officer Romanitch served in the United States Marine Corps. Receiving on behalf of Mr. Romanitch is Ken Governor.
Yes, Officer Romanitch was actually on duty down in Quantico, Virginia, at the Marine base down there, and that's why he was unable to attend. But we're going to have a ceremony back home on Long Island when he does get back.
Who was that who accepted it on his behalf?
That was a gentleman, Mr. Governor, from the Albany Legion Post, so he was in the neighborhood and he graciously offered to accept a certificate on Officer Romanitch's behalf.
Yeah, Officer Romanitch, he's already received so many awards, and we have them. And we'll just scroll through them as we talk about these military decorations. These really recognize the personal accomplishments of Warrant Officer Francis Romanitch's service in the United States military.
Absolutely. He's a great American, and we were very privileged to honor him. And there are so many distinguished veterans on Long Island and throughout New York State. It's tough to choose one, but I think it really is representative of all the wonderful veterans and the service they've provided to our state and to our country.
Yeah, I always, anytime I see a young man joining, it just means so much. There's so much out there, right. And it's a scary world, and it always has been, but when you see that, you always look at that person and you know there's someone really special inside.
Absolutely, Julie. And that was such a moving ceremony. We literally had veterans of distinction from World War II right on to the Afghanistan and Iraq campaigns, and the very moving tribute to the last young man honored who died in Afghanistan last year. I don't think there was a dry eye in the house during the ceremony.
Yeah, that was really sad. In the budget this year, you were able to pass some initiatives, peer-to-peer counseling, some mental health money there, and as well as a business incentive for hiring a veteran.
Absolutely, and we're trying to make it easier for those businesses to hire veterans. And here in New York State, we've had a series of legislation over the years, but this was an important one to help small business people to be able to help veterans and find work when they get out. And I also commend my colleague Senator Zeldin for his leadership on the post-traumatic stress disorder, individuals that come back from war suffering from that, and peer-to-peer counseling, be able to talk to fellow veterans who went through the same thing maybe in previous wars or earlier in these wars. It's nothing like talking to someone who's been through it to get some true help.